eSparkers! Welcome to Reading Literature Quest 4. Now you've already learned a lot about what is a sentence, what is a chapter, what is a stanza. You also know what theme, setting, and plot are. You're going to use all that you already know to find out how to do the objective of this quest. At the end of this quest, you're going to be analyzing how sentences, chapters, and stanzas fit into the overall structure of a text and further develop the theme, setting, or plot. So basically, you're going to look at one sentence, one chapter, or one stanza in a poem or a book, and you're going to see how does that fit in to the big picture. Let's take this for an example. You may have heard this famous line from a story. In the beginning of this novel, it says, "It was a dark and stormy night." Just listening to that first sentence makes me feel a little bit jittery and a little bit on edge, like anything can happen. I'm a little bit nervous as to what will happen next. So just these 7 words really set the scene and make a setting for the rest of the story. You're going to see how other sentences, stanzas, and chapters do the same thing for other poems and stories. Throughout your quest, make sure you keep your eye out for theme, setting, plot, and part-to-whole comparisons. When I say part-to-whole comparisons, I mean seeing how one little part relates to the whole thing, to the big picture. In this quest, you're going to be doing a couple of really fun interactive books on your apps. You're going to be reading The Jungle Book, A Christmas Carol, and A Canillero, a Red Riding Hood tale. You're also going to be viewing some instructional videos and reading 2 poems online. At the end of this quest, you're going to make a video. You're going to think about a poem or a passage that speaks to you, one that you might not have read in eSpark, but if you like the ones that you've read in eSpark, you can use those also. Think about how one part of that poem or passage is important to the entire text. So while you're working on this quest, make sure to start thinking about other books and other poems and other passages that you've read that you can use to show how a small part of that affects the entire picture of your passage. So remember, at the end of this quest, you're going to be able to analyze how those sentences, chapters, and stanzas fit into the overall structure of a text and further develop the theme, setting, or plot. Have fun eSparking!